Hey y'all, welcome back to my kitchen. We're back in here again for our second video. And we're going to make banana pudding. Now, I am not a huge fan of banana pudding. And my son absolutely just loves it. I kind of think that the reason I don't like it is because I don't like it when the vanilla wafers get soggy. So we're going to try something a little bit different today. So the first thing we're going to do is make a crust. And I have 2 sleeves of graham crackers. And I just threw them in my little Ninja thingy. I don't know if you can see this. Let me move this. My little Ninja chopper, and I just pulsed them, and I used two sleeves of just plain graham crackers. Okay, and to that, I'm going to add a tablespoon of brown sugar. Not quite, yeah. There we go. So a tablespoon of brown sugar to your graham cracker crumbs. And let's see, a half tablespoon of ground cinnamon. Okay. All right, kind of give that a little mix. And we're going to add a stick and a half of melted butter. This is sort of almost like a cheesecake crust. So it really doesn't look like that the crumbs are going to get moistened, but they will. Just keep working a little bit. Okay. Now, you really should use a 9 by 13 inch pan, baking pan for this, but this is going to travel, and I don't want to have to worry about bringing a dirty pan back home. I can just leave it. So I'm going to use this little aluminum pan. I don't think it's, well, hang on, and I'll tell you how big it is so we'll know how it comes out. I measured it, and it's a 9 by 11, which will be fine. It's deep, so we'll just have a little bit thicker crust, and I'm A-okay with that. So we're just going to put our buttered crumbs right in the pan and start mashing it down. Just like you would do for a cheesecake crust or a graham cracker crust. Just pack it right in there. Make sure you get your corners good. Okay, that's nice and solid, so we've got our crust done. Let's put this aside and start working on the filling. For our filling, we're going to take a block of softened cream cheese, just an 8-ounce block, and a can of condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk. Put it right in your stand mixer bowl. Use the whisk attachment. Hang on, I gotta get a, I don't want to waste a bit of this. And I know my hand's probably in the way, and I'm very sorry, but let me switch the camera a little bit. All right, hopefully you can see better there. All right, so we're gonna beat this on medium speed just for a couple minutes, just till everything is blended together. Scrape down the sides if we need to, just the normal thing. So and it always helps if you plug in the mixer. So here we go. Just started out kind of low. Increase the speed a little bit. Now we're going to beat it for a couple of minutes on this, like this. All right, I need to push the sides down a little. I do it just for another minute or so. Okay, now we're going to add in 1 box of vanilla pudding. This is the no-cook kind, and it is the large. Okay, now we're going to add in 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And I know the camera angle is just hard on this, and I'm so sorry, but I just don't have a lot of space in this corner where my mixer is. So 1/2 tablespoon of vanilla extract. And 2 cups of cold milk. You can use whole milk, 2%, whatever you'd like. Make sure your milk is cold. Now we're going to start this out on low until the pudding gets kind of mixed in. All right, I'm going to drop this down and scrape the sides. And we're going to bring it back up to a little bit higher. Now, I'm going to let this beat for about 4 minutes. That was in the mixer for 4 minutes, and it's all smooth and creamy. So now we're going to add a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And we're going to turn it back on just until the cinnamon is incorporated in the pudding. We're going to need to push down the sides a little bit. And just for another little minute. Okay, now I can move you guys back over there so you can see better, hopefully. I have got 2 8-ounce containers of Cool Whip. You can buy 1/16 or 2 of the 8-ounce, but we're going to use half. We're going to use 8 ounces. And we're going to fold the 1 8-ounce container of Cool Whip into our pudding mixture. Okay, just gently fold that in. Make sure it's all mixed together. There's no Cool Whip streaks in there. Okay, there we go with that. Now that we've got our pudding mixed up, we're going to start layering. And we're just going to put a layer of sliced bananas on top of the crust. Just kind of thin sliced. I pulled out 3 bananas. I may need another one. I'm not sure, but we'll have plenty. Okay, we've got our layer of bananas down, and at this point, we're going to put some of our pudding mixture right on top. So that's about half of it. Now we're going to go back in with some of our reserved Cool Whip. All right, that's about half of the reserved Cool Whip. I'm going to spread that right over the pudding mixture. And now, on top of the Cool Whip, we're going to add some crushed shortbreads, some Lorna Doones. We're just going to crush some of these up and sprinkle them right on top. I'm not going to crush them up, all of them real fine. I want some texture in there. And these come in little packs in a 10-ounce box. So we're going to pretty much use the whole box. You can certainly crush these beforehand. I just didn't. And I'm just crushing them with my hands, obviously. Now that you've got your cookie layer down, all right, now that we've got that cookie layer, we're going to go back and add another layer of bananas. Okay, there's our layer of bananas. So we're going to go in now with the rest of the pudding mix. And I wound up using 3 bananas. Oh guys, this pudding mix smells so good. That cinnamon just absolutely makes a difference. So there's the rest of the pudding. Now we're going to do the rest of the Cool Whip. And now let me get these cookies crushed and we'll finish up. Okay, I've crushed up all the cookies. And I left them kind of chunky because one of the things that I don't like is the cookies in banana pudding getting soggy. So leaving them, I think, in bigger chunks like this will help prolong a little bit. So there we have it. Banana pudding. And I think that if you ever try it like this with the crust on the bottom, you won't go back. This is just really, really too good. So, thanks for sticking with me. I hope you enjoy this one. You will see this one tomorrow night. You'll see the deviled egg, the chicken horse eggs tonight. And I hope you have a good rest of the weekend. Enjoy yourself. Make something good. Happy cooking. And please like, share, subscribe, do all that. Mimi the House Hobbit. I really appreciate your support. And we'll talk later. Bye-bye.